since the big competitions of this year, like the World Championships in France, the Feeder Masters final and the World Club final in Bulgaria, things have kind of never really stopped. The competitions are now behind us, but I've actually been out on the bank hell of a lot filming and doing lots of coaching as well. I've been getting lots of messages just asking me what life is kind of like now I'm spending more time on the bank, and long-term viewers to this channel will know that this channel was really founded on the vlog style video, just kind of documenting and sharing with you lots of the experiences that I'm fortunate enough to be involved in, and that is what the rest of 2021 is really going to be about. I've been on the bank doing lots of coaching sessions, I've been out there filming, and I've been out there filming, practicing and fishing matches, and I've been documenting a lot of it for you just so that I can share those experiences with you. There have been loads of coaching sessions, and the most recent ones have been really from venues that have been really quite local to me. One of them was I was out with Russell, and we actually went along to the beautiful Staunton Harold reservoir. Now, for those people that don't know this reservoir, you know, I'm sure you've seen it in match reports, you might have seen features and videos there. However, lots of people don't realise that it is actually a day ticket water. Russell organised a day with me there just to kind of work on his feeder fishing game, and to be fair, the wind was really strong, it was really tricky, but he was there to focus on his accuracy of his casting, and he did that really well, fishing at 50 metres in a very, very tricky wind. It took him a while just to find out what the best style of feeder, the best weight of feeder and the best technique in those conditions. But he had loads of bites. He caught loads of roach, loads of perch, he caught a couple of decent bream as well. He even had a tussle with an unknown fish for a while, and we thought it might have been a big bream or possibly a foul-looked big fish or a great big perch, but as it turned out it was actually a pike that had taken a roach on the way in. But that obviously mixed the day up a little bit and made it a little bit more unpredictable. It's a stunning reservoir, and like I say, it's run by Burton Mutual Angling Association, and you can just buy day tickets online from their website if you want to go along there and fish. But that was a fantastic day with Russell. Another session was off to a venue that I've never seen before, but I've heard so much about it, and that was Packington Somers. It's a venue that I never realised it was so close to BARSTON lakes. I've spent many years fishing at BARSTON lakes in lots of competitions, and I didn't realise it was so close. And it was a beautiful fishery, so much so that I've actually organised a filming day there that I'm going to look forward to sharing with you in 2 or 3 weeks time when I go down there and film a full video there. But this was actually with Scott, who wanted to do some winter feeder fishing, and I really wanted to kind of just see and hear about what kind of an approach I would use on a venue like that. And because I've never seen the venue before, that made it a little bit more interesting, because I was seeing it firsthand. You know, I didn't know anything about the venue, and we adopted a very much a cautious winter approach, and it worked brilliantly for him.
Well, it's his second cast and he's into his second fish. Unbelievable, considering how cold it was this morning. We haven't got fishing till around lunchtime anyway, because we've been through that many different things. We've been looking at the way these rigs work, baits, all sorts of different things. But this is his second cast on that line in the middle, where we wouldn't have expected to catch, but we had to try it. He's already had that chunky F1. Don't know what this one is. I reckon it's another F1, this one, do you reckon?
Oh, small carp, I think.
Small carp, you reckon?
A bit bored dogged.
Yeah. It's suddenly got another lease of life. It's suddenly fighting a bit harder. It's lovely and quiet here today. So quiet. Only one angler over there, and there's a couple around here to our left. This is on Molins. A couple of anglers just down there, but it's very quiet. There we go. There he is. He's trying to get underneath the peg.
Yeah, I'll wait till you see what it is, Jeff.
Tench. Beautiful. Who doesn't like catching tench? Well, look at that. From the deep water. Brilliant. 2 fish, 2 casts. Can't do much better than that.
And ironically, it was completely different from how he would normally fish that venue. He started in the middle instead of going straight across, and he fished a very mobile day, and he caught lots of different species. It was a fantastic day. It's a beautiful fishery. Next up was off to another venue that I'd never seen before. I'd heard about it. It's called Aldecar Lane Fishery. And again, I didn't realise that was so close to me as well. It was a beautiful fishery, and that was a day that was organised by Gary. He actually organised the day as a present for his son Josh, and they were already there fishing when I got there. But it was a very well kept fishery, very neat, very tidy, very well looked after, and usually that reflects the you know, the fish stocks as well. And we had a fantastic day. To say it was so cold, Josh, he caught fish steady throughout the day just by being quite mobile about setting lines up, and he caught some lovely stamp fish as well. And his dad was at the next peg as well, just to keep him on his toes. And then finally it was a return back to Staunton Harold, but this time we fished a different area. The first visit with Russell we actually fished over on the farm side, whereas on this session, this was with Tom, and we actually fished over in front of, or just to the right of, the yacht club. Now I've never seen those pegs before, and you know, it was a midweek day, but it was very, very blustery. But Tom knows his onions, as they say. You know, he fishes there a lot, he knows the venue, and he knew exactly what he wanted to work on. Part of that was his accuracy, but he was already more than capable of fishing at 60 metres in that wind. You know, it was a difficult wind to fish in, but you know, he'd got the right gear, he'd got the right technique and everything. And you know, he caught pretty much straight away, but it was very much a case of trying to pick out the better fish. Staunton Harold has seen an influx, or an explosion, if you want to call it that, of small fish this year. And you know, in matches, you know, certainly feeder fishing or feeder orientated matches, it's very difficult to win matches with those fish. So Tom wanted to focus on trying to single out the better fish, and he certainly did that. It was just a really enjoyable day, you know, and you know, because he knew so much about his feeder fishing, there was so much we didn't have to cover. We could focus on the things that really mattered, and that's what those one-to-one sessions are all about. Now we're getting to the end of 2021, and I've been getting asked about possible coaching dates and availability for next year. I have added some extra dates to the website that go through to the end of March, so they are on the website now if you want to check those out. And lots of people have been asking about the possibility of booking coaching days as a gift for somebody, so I have enabled the gift card option on there as well. I've got a busy winter of matches, fishing the Holcroft winter pairs, which is great. I've got some goldenrod qualifiers as well that I'll be sharing with you, and I'm also fishing an exciting new league that's never been fished before on a new fishery to me, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that from January onwards. I have been working on lots of new projects for you. I've got a series of videos coming that I think you're going to find interesting, because they are taking a look at some of the angling myths. There are lots of things in angling that we just take for granted, and things that we assume are right, certainly things that happen underwater, and that is a series of videos that I'm putting together for you, just to try and experiment some of the things that we think we know are happening. But some of these tests and some of these experiments are going to prove that is not always the case, so I'm hoping you're going to be looking forward to that series. I was fortunate enough to spend a few days at a very well established complex where I did loads of fishing. I've got loads of things to share with you, and that will be on here tomorrow night at 7 PM. That's the full video of my 5 days at that fantastic complex. So hopefully you'll enjoy that upload tomorrow at 7 PM. So I'll see you tomorrow.